Okay, good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to start the Diversity Inclusion Task Force meeting of September 17th. Lee, would you mind taking the roll?
Starting with the council, Councilmember Fredericks, Councilmember Nigfar,
Present.
Councilmember Ryan,
Here.
Vice Mayor Wellner,
Here.
Mayor and Chair Thier,
Here.
and the at-large members, Howie Awash is absent, Lena Godfrey,
Here.
Nushin Latour, and Vice Chair Tina Piketty is absent.
And Howie's on her way. She hit traffic. She wanted me to tell everybody. Okay, going to the first thing, is there any public comment on items not on the agenda? Is there any online, Lee?
Seeing none.
Okay, then we will move to agenda item 1.
Okay, can we have a moment for items not on the agenda?
Sure.
Sure, and it's just a quick one. So sometimes I have to sign the town checks. And one of the things that I'm hoping we will do in the future on the invoices from the DITF events is have a little more uh, uh, detail about what we're charged for rather than just an overall charge. I think it's better for the town if we get audited. And it's also better for us who sign the checks, who we know you, we trust you, but we need to create a public record of how the money's spent.
That's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you, Councilmember Fredericks. Is there any other items not on the agenda? Okay, then we'll move to agenda item 1, events. Past events reports, Juneteenth and Jewish Festival. Do we have any reports?
Hello. Unfortunately, I was not at either of the festivals, those two, but I do know Rabbi Mintz put lovely photos on social media. It looked like the Jewish festival was really well attended and maybe even larger than last year.
Yeah, I was actually at both festivals and they were both amazing. Juneteenth brought out a huge crowd, as did the Jewish festival did, and they were both very, very well attended. And I know I received really good feedback on both of them from people. Did anyone else have a chance to attend? Or does anyone else want to make a comment? I don't want to put people on the spot. But if anyone else would like to make a comment on the past events, now would be a good time. Okay, I'm going to move to B, future event report for Diwali.
I'll report on that. So we are preparing for our October 10th Diwali event. It's, I think, as Tina told us a few meetings ago, it's going to be on the Angel Island Ferry. So it's going to be a sunset cruise on the bay, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit more logistically complex because it's not just show up whenever you want and go whenever you want. There is a boarding time. It is between 6:10 and 6:30 p.m. on October 10th, and you must have signed up on the Eventbrite for tickets. We have a lot of people are signing up already before we've even released that link out broadly. So it's also pretty limited in space. I'd say we're already almost half registered because the ferry has a pretty strict capacity for weight. For those that will be fortunate enough to join us, there will be food, Bollywood music, a place for people to dance. There'll be a bunch of kid activities and crafts and things as well. And obviously just the natural environment of the sunset on the bay, on the Angel Island Ferry, which is symbolic in and of itself. So that stuff will be shared around pretty broadly soon. It'll be in the ARC. It's on the calendar of events. The Chamber of Commerce has it. So I don't really think we need a hard push to get people to come. So yeah, but we are looking for a volunteer to help with ticket collection at the door. And by that, I mean, you'll have a printed list of people who signed up on the Eventbrite and correlated against that. One thing that I'm open to feedback from you guys on is obviously people sign up for free events on Eventbrite that they have no plans to attend, but we have a strict cap at 192. do you guys have any suggestions as to how to handle that or how far over to go in terms of selling tickets or allowing for registrations of tickets in order to not overcapacitate the boat, but still, you know, allow for the maximum number of people to attend? Open to your feedback.
Um, So it's always hard to figure that out. Um, and maybe what you want to do is create a waiting list. I think you can do that on some of the platforms. So you can let people sign up for the wait list. And people could even come day of. And if there's space and people haven't checked in, then they could just get on and go.
Yeah, I mean, it seems, just thinking out loud, it seems to me that a wait list would be problematic because then you'd have to identify, like, they would also have to show up or not.
They
And
would,
whatever.
yeah.
But if you let people know that at a certain time, you'll just start letting people on, then people might just kind of, sort of like walk into a restaurant versus reservation.
Yeah, too. That's less to manage than it would, but then it's a little bit unfair, I guess, as to,
Yeah.
Who gets it? Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the wait list would be if someone cancels, then they can come.
right.
But
Similarly, it would be at a certain time, we say, like, it looks like 50 of these people aren't showing up, so let's start letting people on to have maximum
Mm.
on here.
yeah,
So in any case, I encourage you guys to sign up if you plan to attend, and should be a good time.
Should be amazing. Yeah.
yeah, it should be. That's great that there's so much interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hello.
being
So cute. No problem. Anytime, if you bring the babies, we will wait all night.
Can we backpedal and let her report out on?
Yes, we would love to, well, let me first take public comment on everything and then I'll backpedal. Is there any public comment on item 1, events?
Do the babies know they can comment if they like? They do.
Okay, seeing and hearing none, we're gonna go back to the report on Juneteenth. Howie, if you could give the report.
Yeah, absolutely. Juneteenth was amazing. Holly was there. I feel like the best part was definitely having the hip hop group do the interactive rapping slash dance performance. I think that was a big hit. I would say there was a lot of people kind of like involved in it and also watching that portion of it. The horse did make it down, and the horse was very beautiful. And I think people had a great time. We unfortunately didn't have the food component. We were supposed to have Left Bank come and do some food during the event, but unfortunately they couldn't make it and they canceled so last minute. So I think for next time, maybe having 2 food vendors would be good. The bungalow did great. They brought a Hennessy sponsored kind of drink table out and they did a whole setup by the fountain. And I think that was also really great. And they were grateful to be included, which made me think that the next time we do this, I think I'll ask more of the businesses to kind of come out and do more. So that was a great take back, a great feedback from that angle. And overall, I think the event was successful. We did not use up all of the money. I think we still have maybe 1,200 or 1,400 remaining from that event. If I'm able to propose, and this can be something that we can discuss, I would love to kind of keep that for the next event, like the next Juneteenth, if it's allowed to, since it was already approved for it. And then one of the other things that I told myself I will do better is start planning like now instead of waiting until later. So that's a to do for me. I don't know if any of you were able to attend or if you had any feedback on what we could improve on for the next round.
There was actually one thing I wanted to add that I didn't think of until you started speaking.
Sure.
There were a lot of local businesses that came and had tables, right?
Mhm.
And I won't say exactly what's the game where you throw the thing in the hole? What is that called? Cornhole. Okay. So we had one plastic surgeon with very inventive things that you threw into the cornhole. I'm not going to go into what they were, but I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. And I must say I did try to do it. But you know, it was really great. The point is it was really great to see our businesses out there and meeting with members of the community and, you know, trying to sell their businesses, because that's part of what we're doing here is trying to support local businesses with these events as well. So that was a really good part of it too.
Thank you.
And the hip hop was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? I think we are at the end of our meeting, so we will adjourn the Diversity and Inclusion Task Force meeting, and we will give a very, very quick break to say goodbye to our wonderful friends. And then we'll go to, until I'll count the rearranging of tables, I guess. And then we'll move into the council meeting in about 2 minutes. Thank you, Howie, so much.